A question about the inflation target. Do you agree with your predecessor that the inflation target should be viewed as symmetric? And I'm also curious about your view on the suggestion of creating a band around, a target band around 2%. And then a question on the risks. You said that the risks remain tilted to the downside, but less so. Was there some discussion about maybe saying that risks are now balanced?
On the inflation target, we have a policy by which we operate. We have a strategy that was defined and that has inspired the policy decisions that were made and that have been made up until this day, and that will continue to inspire the policy decisions that are made until a strategy has been adopted, which is a while from now, but I'm sure you'll have questions about the strategy. And in that respect, I would just adhere to what that strategy was, what its developments were over the course of time. I think the point of symmetry is very clearly referred to in the introductory statement, one press conference after the other, so I would refer you to that. You very gently nudge me into having a view as to whether there should be a band, as to whether there should be this, that, or the other. I'm going to refrain from that. I know that some commentators would love me sort of to disclose my principles, my views, and my philosophy. I think it would be largely unfair to the strategy review exercise that we are embarking upon as of today. I do have my views, as have other members. My mission as president of the Governing Council is to harness all the views around and to make sure that we come to as close as possible a view that is shared by all in order to have as consistent and as effective a monetary policy in order to deliver on our mandate. So, as I said last time around, we're going to look at many issues. Multiple views will be proposed. A lot of hard work is going to be put into the exercise, but I would not exclude, preclude, or anticipate how we are going to deliver, because that's the point of our strategy review exercise. It's how we deliver. Now, you asked me about the risk tilted to the downside and how much tilted to the downside, but less so than last time around. I think one of the key considerations we had on our mind was indeed the change in the level of uncertainties about trade and trade relationships, and the expectations we have that those uncertainties will be dealt with, hopefully in the future, with the same type of approach, negotiations rather than adversarial positioning. Was there a discussion as to whether it was closer to balance than it was tilted to the downside but less skewed than it was? Yeah, you always have those discussions. And that's, I think, completely justified because of the very mixed picture that we have of the economy. If you focus on certain signals, or if you focus on certain indicators or certain surveys, then you could have a less downside. If you focus on others, you could be a little bit more downside. So we tried to arrive at exactly what we thought collectively, unanimously actually, was the right level, which was still to the downside, but less pronounced than it was at our last press conference. We still have uncertainties, let's face it.
Mr. Schwarze?
Where are you?
Would be your advice for German savers.